Hello lads and lassies, and welcome back to my channel. It is I, Mr. Mayhem. Today I'll be bringing you what is going to be the last what I watched of my channel, because these just don't, and it's not about the views, but if no one's watching it I don't really see the point in doing them. So this will probably be the last one unless this one gets watched. But yeah, because the last one I put up was like it's been up for a week or 2 weeks. It's had no views. So anyway, we'll just start off. As always, if you do enjoy this, remember to like, drop a comment, subscribe for more. You can support me on Patreon, links in the description. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. But without further ado, let's just get into it. So, the first thing I saw this month was Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and I saw that in the cinema with Callum. I found this film to be mind-numbingly boring, to be quite honest. It's pretty good for what it is and for what they had to deal with, but I just find it really boring. Not much more to say on that. That was a 2.5. Then I watched The New Mutants. I picked this up in 4K, because I was always interested in it. I watched it, and I thought it was decent. I thought where they could have went with it in sequels was really cool. It's decent, it's decent. Then I watched The Empire Strikes Back with Callum in 4K for the first time. Looks gorgeous. Loved watching them with him. I've never watched Star Wars with him, so it was really cool to experience that. Love The Empire Strikes Back. Then we watched Revenge of the Sith, which, again, I love as well. It's my favourite prequel. It's the best prequel, in my opinion. Again, looks really good in 4K. 5 star, but yeah, it's 3 stars for New Mutants. I keep forgetting to do this. 3 stars for New Mutants, 5 for Empire, 5 for Revenge of the Sith. Then we watched Return of the Jedi, 5 for that as well. Then we went to the cinema and we saw The Menu. I think my favourite films of the list. Favourite films of the list? Favourite films of the year video should be out by now. So that is my favourite film of the year, The Menu. I fucking love that film. It is absolutely incredible. It's just a film that had pulled me in and never let me go right until the end, and it's just fantastic, and I fucking pray it gets a Blu-ray, maybe even a 4K over here at some point. It's a 5, obviously. Star Wars The Force Awakens, my favourite Star Wars film. It's the first one I saw in the cinemas that I can remember. 5 stars. Watched that in 4K with Callum. I'm pretty sure that was my 8th time watching it, and for me, that's huge, the fact that I've watched something that much. Also, I just want to quickly say, Callum has watched Top Gun Maverick 10 times in 6 months. The man's a fucking mental case. Yeah, he saw it like 6 times in theatres, I think. Anyway, then we watched The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. Last Jedi I love. Rise of Skywalker I like a lot more than I did. I think it's decent. The Kylo stuff is good. We won't go any further into that one. Then we saw Avatar The Way of Water. I have a discussion video in the description if you want to hear my thoughts on that. It's okay. Anastasia. Never heard of this film. My girlfriend loves it. We watched it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's dated in some aspects, but it's pretty good. 3.5. Oh, I gave Avatar 3.5. Last Jedi 4.5. Rise of Skywalker 3. I keep forgetting to do this. I'm sorry. Then we saw Violent Night, which was so much fun. Love that film. Looking forward to getting that on Blu-ray. That was that was just so much fun. That was a 4. Yeah, just brilliant. Love that film. So ridiculous. Then we watched Age of Extinction, which means a lot to us, because we saw it in the cinemas on opening day, and when we got there it was so early that the gates were still shut in the cinema, and we were there like, are they going to let us in time? Are they going to let us in time? And there was no one in our screening. We did get in, but the film had the trailers had already started, and we were like, let us in please. Yeah, so that's a film that I've watched quite a lot, and we've watched quite a lot. And we watched, and Callum saw it for the first time in 4K, because he got the set. I'd already seen it before in 4K. The Transformers films hold up really well in 4K, like they look really good. Like the first 2 look really good. 4 looks okay. 5 looks like dog shit. Because speaking of 5, we watched The Last Night. I gave Age of Extinction a 2, by the way. Then we watched The Last Night. I thought that film was okay the last time I saw it. I've seen that film 4 times. Saw that film with Callum in cinemas. It was okay. Last time I watched it was a year ago. I thought it was okay. Didn't get the hate because Callum hates this film. Watched it this year. The film is genuinely so stupid and so incoherent and just shit. I mean, I don't really say much else. Last night it was a 1.5. Then I rewatched Knives Out. That was because my girlfriend went to rewatch it because she watched it on Netflix the day before. Yeah, love Knives Out. I've got musings. I'll link it in the description. And then I watched with Callum Transformers: Dark of the Moon. This film looks fucking great in 4K, and yeah, I actually really like Dark of the Moon. I think it is a good film. Then I watched Resident Evil, Paul W.S. Anderson film. It's okay. I got the 4Ks. It's okay. It's 4K. It's okay. Haha, funny. One of the less enjoyable ones of that franchise. That's a 2.5. Transformers: Dark of the Moon was a 3.5. Resident Evil Apocalypse is my favourite of that franchise. Quite enjoy that film. The 4Ks for those 2 look great. Then we watched Raccoon City. Raccoon City is a film that I've seen 3 times now. I saw it in the cinemas with my girlfriend. She really likes it. I think it's okay. I always have a hard time with it. I'm always torn. Like, it's essentially a mashup of 1 and 2, the game, which is great, but I don't know, I always just find myself by the end just being like, that was okay. That was a 3. And then we watched Resident Evil Extinction this morning, which is the 31st, and it's okay. It's not one of my favourites. It looks good in 4K. The Atmos track is pretty good. There is one more film I'm watching this year, and that's The Batman with Callum tonight. I'll probably add in a bit here that's just like, oh, it's great. It's The Batman. I love The Batman. It's the first time with me checking out in Dolby Atmos. So looking forward to watching that later. But yeah, that was everything I watched in the month of December. This will probably be the last one of these I do. I just didn't want to... I just thought that, oh, it's the end of the year. I'll probably do that last one as well. But yeah, unless this somehow gets loads of support, I will probably stop doing these. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, remember to leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe for more. You can support me on Patreon, links in the description. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers!